what I learned about this business is everyone has a different talent. Everyone has a different expertise on certain things, right? You might be more in the technical side, like understanding the specs. Someone else might be understanding like the logistics of how sets run. You know what I mean? And it's all about, like you said, keeping that network strong, keeping that network close together because it's a team collaborative effort. If that's anything that the arts has taught us.
Yeah, I can give you a story in the
Yeah,
sense
sure.
like of how relationship building helped me. Like I think like for someone who's just like a hobbyist, I didn't go to school for any of this. I
Right.
again like I don't really work on sets. I haven't really shadowed anyone per se. But all I've been able to do is you know like there's this actor in Toronto. His name is Simu Liu. He you know he's pretty well known now. He's starring in the upcoming movie Shang-Chi. Yeah, I met him like maybe 3 or 4 years back,
Nice.
back when he was just beginning with Kim's Convenience, and he was hosting an event, a small one, just a little night market here in Markham, and I was just like again like a fan of the work that he did and the you know the kind of um, the personality that he brings to the acting world. And just like he you know he pushes on a lot of like social issues and stuff like that, so I just like him as a person.
Right.
And when I saw him there, I offered to I just took some photos, and this was just me just you know I just liked having my camera with me. I decided to take some photos. I shared it with him, and in that moment I kind of provided something to him without asking for anything in return.
Right.
But it kind of, you know, I think that there's always, you know, there with a lot of new people, they kind of like feel a sense of entitlement, like, hey, I'm a good photographer here, you know, just give me work or whatever.
Right.
But for me, it was, you know, this is something free of value that you know I can show you that I'm kind of on your side, like I'm just interested in what you do. And then from there, it kind of I've built that relationship a little bit
Nice.
to help him on other projects here in the city, like shoot at different events. And I just think that that instance or that kind of story is not unique or unique to me. But I wanted to highlight it as like my own personal kind of you know story of why you know being genuinely curious and just being a fan of other people's work really matters.
Yeah, 100%. And that goes back to your point about being authentic, right? Like you could have gone in there and said, "Oh, this guy like has a potential to be a good actor. Let me see if I can get something out of him because if he makes it, he'll remember me." Like you could have that very malicious kind of cynical view, but instead you took it as, you're benevolent about it. You're like, "Hey, like this is an opportunistic moment to create with someone that's also a creative. I can gain value from it. I can enhance my skills." And you're not expecting anything in return. That's what I took from your story, right? And that's why he remembered you. That's why he kept you around, right? When with these projects, and I think that's a great point. I should add because a lot of us, creatives will get caught up in our own head, right? We want to make it. We want to, get the best content possible, and we don't realize that the people we're dealing with are human too. And how would you feel on the other end if someone was coming to you saying, what's your can I show you my portfolio, work with me, whatever. If you're that aggressive, you should kind
Right.
of ease into it, right? You should kind of say like, hey, if you ever need someone, like for me, when I talk to people, as soon as they bring up videography or as soon as they bring up photography, or it sounds like in their voice they're seeking someone to help them in a project, I'll always like throw it out there, right? It's kind of no pressure. It's not like, oh, you got to hire me. Like I know what to do. Unless I have a
Yeah.
relationship with them, right? It's like I could throw that in there. But
Yeah. I think
yeah, for sure. It's always about throwing out your name and saying like, hey, if you ever need help, like let me know.